This video has been made possible by RSH E-Sport Company. Check more about it in the description below. What's up guys, it's me, Janne here, back again for another video, and in today's video I will be going through 3 cars in NGP6 with the nice default setups for all 3 surfaces. I've previously done a video about this on NGP5 and I've been getting a lot of comments lately about that video, but it is as outdated as hating on Justin Bieber to look cool. I mean, we do still hate on him, but not to look cool, we just hate him. But yeah, 3 cars. I went with 1 of each drive type, so 1 front wheel drive, 1 rear wheel drive and 1 4 wheel drive with the good defaults in NGP6. But without further ado, let's hop on and see what is our front wheel drive car with nice default setups. The first car of this video is the Peugeot 208 Rally 4 that made its debut in 2019, and it is the second oldest car in the Rally 4 category. Only the Fiesta Rally 4 is older. It packs a healthy 208 brake horsepower and is transferred to the road through the front wheels of the car. That's a fancy way of saying that it is a front wheel drive car, and I'm a fancy man. You can't see it, but I'm having a monocle on while recording this voiceover. It's most likely the most boring car of the 3 on this video, and it behaves as well as a submissive accountant. Does anything you really want to, as long as you treat it nicely and maybe give it some benefits. The car is definitely made to be driven without slides. I feel like this is the most rotative car of the 3 on this video under braking. So basically you'll need to turn it in with brakes and power through afterwards. For looser surfaces, I personally like using stiffer locks in the differential to limit the rotation under braking and to make it pull better towards the apex under acceleration. All in all, a fun car. In my opinion, it's somewhat competitive even with the default setups, and in my opinion sounds way better than the Fiesta Rally 4 as well. Second on this video is the Porsche 911 GT3 RS 2010. This 350 brake horsepower rear-wheel drive monster is mainly meant for tarmac rallying in real life, which is why it's a bit odd and surprising that the default sets are better on snow and gravel for this one, in my opinion. Even if this car is featured on this video, it doesn't mean that it is an easy car to drive on any of the 3 surfaces. 350 brake horsepower and rear wheel drive with a mid to rear planted engine. Make sure that it's a proper job to keep this car under control throughout the stage. But this car is predictable in my opinion, even if its rear biased nature does tend to snap it off from you every now and then, especially if you don't pay attention to the car's behavior. It does give what I consider to be a fair warning before that though. Although you need to have some feeling for the car, it's not as obvious just as the starting lights. It's not just go or don't go. There's a bit more to that, but with some practice I'm sure you'll learn to recognize it. It's a very nice car, and just like the 208 Rally 4, this car is very competitive already with the default setups as well within its class. Of course it helps that this is probably the fastest car in the RGT category, so easy to be fast even with the default setups. Last but not least is the 4-wheel drive car of this video. It's the Subaru Impreza 555 GC8. An eternal fan favorite, mainly thanks to Colin McRae, who really made the car his. Debuted in the 1993 Rally Finland, driven by Markku Alén and Ari Vatanen. Markku ended up retiring after an off, while Ari challenged for the victory in the rally, just missing out by 47 seconds if I remember correctly. This car is a 4-wheel drive 300 brake horsepower beast, and for such a powerful car it's surprisingly easy to approach in my opinion. It's behaving nicely, and you can even choose which way you want to drive it, if you want to drive it neatly and smooth, more like Carlos Sainz, or if you want to go full Colin and Scandi flick the car pretty much into any corner. And just like the cars before, it does suffer from being a tad low, so it's scraping on the ground in bigger bumps and it doesn't handle those too well, but I think it's somewhat forgivable given that this is over 20 years old car and definitely the oldest of these three. And yeah, definitely a good car to pick up if you can't be arsed to set the car up, but you want to have fun and or you want to be somewhat competitive within Group A8. And can't really go wrong with the sounds either. I mean, just listen to them. Just listen and keep it in your pants. I know it's hard, but it's better, especially if you're watching this in a public place. Keep it in your pants. And there we have it. Those are the three cars that I consider to have good default setups in NGP6. Obviously, setups are like pineapple on pizza. I don't know. Always causing debate. Some like it, some don't. There's different variations. Shit analogy, but I don't care. But yeah, it might not work for you, but for most people who are new to the game, I think they will be quite okay. Although the Porsche might be quite a handful for new drivers who are not that experienced. But that is all for now. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. I'll see you later this week with the stream of Belgian Rally Championship at least, and maybe from Ihan Tavallinen Rallisarja as well. That is all for now. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. See you again. Bye.